Hey everyone, I am the Hoodoo Vodou doll, and we're gonna be talking about off where we was reading about the spirit realm. Spiritism has revealed reality of our existence, and we're talking about the laws that govern our physical universe. Hopefully y'all had a great Sunday. Where I'm at is 10:23 p.m. so I'm really late doing this, but I wanted to still do it. I had to be at work early, and I was there pretty much all day. So let's see what we're gonna get started here. And this channel, we do tarot videos. I started schedule on Wednesday, Saturday, and then Sundays, like little spiritual lessons, readings, commentary, stuff like that, or whatever I'm guided to do on the Sunday. So this one says, hence there, so let's see, where am I? There are a set of physical laws that only operate within the confines of our physical universe. Spirits have told us that we live in an objective cosmos, meaning that our view of the world does not change the reality of the environment surrounding us. Mountains are mountains, walls are solid and impassable, space is vast and vacant. Our thoughts do not affect the parameters of our reality. While thoughts are the architect of spirit world, in our physical universe, thoughts must be conjoined with physical labor to alter the landscape, even then only with narrow possibilities. So with that is true, especially if you're into magical practices, things like that, or even prayer. Even the Bible says faith without works is dead. When you're trying to manifest something or trying to do something, you still have to put a little work in. Sometimes things will come out of nowhere, like miracles, blessings, or magic. But other times you're just doing what you're doing to kind of aid in the work that you are going to do, to kind of open the door and make it possible for it to manifest in your life. Says, as a horse is often fitted with the blinkers to keep them focused on the race at hand, we on earth are similarly handicapped. Spirits tell us that our senses only see the eighth of the world around us. I don't want to say the name, but it thought I said this name and it was trying to listen, and I'm glad it didn't start talking. The apple with the S. So anyway, sounds that a spirit will hear handily go unnoticed by us when we are locked in our dense coverings, which is true. At different levels, unless your clairs are open and you're able to hear things in different dimensions or in the spiritual world, you won't hear it or notice it. A man who had an out-of-body experience traveled to the library in the spirit world. In an immense reading room, surrounded by rows upon rows of books upon numerous shelves, he sat at a table. He had his head placed at an angle to a column opposite him. When he moved his chair, it made a slight squeaking sound. He reported that he could tell the difference in which the sound generated by moving the feet of the chair upon the wood floor. It bounced off the column and reached his right ear, and then a milliseconds later reached his left ear. Such an acuteness is only reproducible by complex instruments in our physical realm. Spirits and people who have had near-death experiences find themselves at a loss for words when they are asked to describe the variety of colors they have seen in the spirit universe. Humans can only perceive colors over wavelengths from 400 nanometers, or violet, to 700 nanometers, red. Our visible range is quite limited compared to the capabilities of a spirit, which is true. We already know this. Even the graduations of tints within the wavelengths are capable of detecting its growth for us as a measure against the ability of spirit. The lack of acute senses is melded with the unpolished body, where spirits and humans on higher worlds glide. We step heavily. Spirits tell us of the wonderful feeling of being free of such suffocating suit as the human body. Which, yeah, they will feel lighter, not bound, not held, not like captured type of thing. It is as if a man was chained down with weights for 10 years. Then one lucky day he was freed. The sensation of lightness would be enchanting and a cause for celebration. It is thus for a purpose the body is meant to be one more burden on top of the others. With the weight of our atmosphere and gravity upon us, we are forced to work and strive to eat for survival, whereas the spirit requires only energy from water, sunlight, or the very air a human from the primitive tribesman to the office worker must toil to feed himself regularly or perish. Hence, we are from birth meant to be pushed to constantly find an occupation so we may earn what we're required to survive. So something I want to highlight here, that says, the spirit requires only energy from water, sunlight, or air. And this goes into like offerings and things like that. It's the energy that they absorb, because everything has an energy, vibration, and a frequency. And everything vibrate on a frequency at different levels. So when you do an offering, it's not the spirit gonna eat it or whatever. It's the essence of that thing. It's the energy source that they feed off of to do things, to manifest things within your physical life, in your reality. Do things, to move things, to shake things, whatever. So anyway, where am I at? The last major organ that's meant to limit our operation is our brain. There is so much latent capacity present in our cerebral sphere. Spirits have revealed that telepathy and other marvelous abilities shall be ours when we are spiritually ready. And whether you believe it or not, people had these capabilities in the past. I'm sorry, I'm eating a Jolly Rancher. We had these abilities in the past, and some people may have these abilities now. But they take a lot of years of elevating to get there, and a lot of spiritual work. It's like one day all your stuff, your senses stuff, is like blocked off, and then over time of advancing spiritually, then your third eye waking up, your clears wake up, this, that, and the other, and other things like you're able to do certain things like astral projection, visions, just different things. And also telepathy. Some people are able to hear people's thoughts and things like that, or to send messages to people. In a way, we can do these on smaller scales if you're not awakened, but it's like not purposeful. Like how we can just sense energy off of people, stuff like that. If you're spiritually aware, your discernment is there. Unfortunately, yet the door is not open to us until we demonstrate the aptitude to use the increase of intellectual power in selfless manner. We are not allowed that pleasure. A 14-year-old is not legally able to drive, even though he or she may think they are ready for it, because wiser minds have determined that the young at that age are delusional and irresponsible, and not fit to wield anything with that much potential for destruction. We are looked upon no differently. That is very true, because certain gifts and certain things do not come to you until you're more responsibly able to handle these gifts. Even the physical world, they say with money. Who is messaging me? I have to see. When I went to go look to see who was messaging me, I cut it off. So, but anyway, say with money, they say until you can handle the money you have properly, you won't get more money because you'll be irresponsible with that money. With gifts, with or there's come there's a lot of responsibility with initiations. If you're called to be priest, priestess in certain traditions, there's a lot of responsibility. With wisdom come a lot of responsibility. With power come a lot of responsibility. With money come a lot of responsibility. And if you're not ready to handle these capabilities, these things don't come to you or are not gifted to you until you're able to handle. Once you're able to handle it without harming yourself in a way or others, and then also that you're responsible in handling whatever is given to you. So, into our burden of our human form, there's other physical laws created by the spirit world to keep us on the correct path. No matter how much we protest to resist time marches on. Time is fleeting. Time is the most valuable resource a man can spend. Lost time is never found again. All saying we have heard notifying us of the unrelentlessness forward movement of time. Time is like a treadmill that never stops. We are literally never at rest. For even as we sit quietly contemplating, time is doing its work. It moves us onto the next lesson in the same moment. Decays our body so we aren't ever knowledgeable. I can't speak right now. That our time left is counting down. Or you can say aware. The spirit world is sending us this message. Get your work done before you deteriorate away completely. Whereas in the spiritual world, where you shall return to, there is no time. It should be thought of as a duration. Objects are made by the will of the spirits. These objects may stand for all eternity unless reformed by the will of the higher spirit or fashioned to exist for a set duration. Therefore, there is no decay, no rusting away in the land of the subjective. A logical construct where thoughts are given form and retain that form as long as the thought persists. So, one more major difference is space. Not space as in outer space, but in the measuring of distance on Earth. When you go to the store or to a friend's house, you travel from point A to point B. The distance can be measured in miles or kilometers. Spirits in the spirit realm urge us to not think in terms of physical distance, but in presence or absence. When you reside in the higher reaches of the spirit world, you think of where you wish to be, and you are there. You do not travel per se, instead you change the state of your environment. That is an interesting point because I have heard that in the spiritual world, so you talk to your ancestors or you communicate with the spirit and they're there. You say their name, you communicate with them, they know you talk to them, instantly there. In the spiritual world, you're able to just be like, even when people astral travel in their spirit body, they'll think of a place and they're there. They travel there, they're just there. So this is saying that they necessarily don't travel, they just change the surrounding to be there. So almost like, not like maybe like a matrix or something, like maybe you're sitting like, say this room, then you just, with your thoughts, you just think about, say the Bahamas. You think about it, the room changed to the Bahamas, you're in Bahamas. You see everybody there. It's something similar to that. So, the complete picture. All of this has a purpose. Any good learning environment will serve the focus to focus the student on the task at hand. Hence, allowing rough and unpolished spirits to conjure buildings, roads, statues, and palaces is counterproductive to the ultimate goal, that being to alter our character and personality. By keeping the scenery static, locking down the power of our senses and mind, we are then forced to deal with each imperfection of our character. Socrates told us that being a wise person on earth is impossible, since we have 1,000 different emotions and opinions flying around in our heads at any given moment. Socrates probably knew but believed his students weren't ready to understand that this emotive bombardment is precisely the fulcrum required to pry primitive learning out of our hearts to allow civilized manners to firmly set in place. Therefore, even though our human minds see our physical universe in terms of geometry and matter, up, down, sideways, length, height, width, solid, gas, plasma, Bose, Einstein, condensate, and with added bonus of decay over time thrown in. All of this is the consequence of the programming assigned to us while we have been allowed to come to the physical world. Make no mistake, coming to our planet, even one as chaotic and cruel as ours, is privilege, not a right. Leaving this campus before the allotted time is frowned upon, and I feel like in a lot of cultures that is true. And if you believe in reincarnation, then you have to do it again. Some say harder or worse the next time, but you still have to go through what you need to learn for that last lifetime. So this is just, saying that it's frowned upon. As well as destroying your physical body by foolish life choices will have consequences in the terms of your next sojourn on the planet and physical universe. Hence, the physical universe is a construct, a subset of the spirit universe that exists for a specific purpose: the education, improvement, and graduation of spirits into a sublimity that we cannot imagine. And then next time we'll talk about the spirit universe. But let's just talk about some of the laws and things of the universe or the spiritual realm that are in place. This was a short video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Till next time, stay blessed. I you, boo-boo.